Okay. Oh, can you pick that up, Kirk? You can see the countdown. Oh my God! So they were right. The ears are disgusting. So I've never seen anything quite like this before. Well, I've seen something like it, but not in a package like this. You could tell right now these are wireless earbuds, but that's not the special part. They're fully wireless, you know, they compete with all the various AirPods and Buds and things that are in the world. But these are inside of a case. The charge case for these earbuds is a UV charging case that kills 99.9% of bacteria. Now, a little while ago, I did a video on a product where you could put any item inside of a kind of little container which would use UV to clean that device. And our devices and our buds and all of our tech is surprisingly disgusting. And so what this aims to do here is, rather than have you buy some sort of third-party contraption that you have to remember to use to sanitize your device, the charge case that these earbuds live in anyways is going to do that job while these are sitting inside of it. And today, we have a very special presentation for you because things got crazy. Look at this. This is the System Sure Plus bacteria meter reader. This will tell us exactly how much bacteria is on this device when I go ahead and use it, just from my hands, ears, whatever, and then we will be swabbing it to get an actual readout of the bacteria. Then we'll put the earbuds back into the UV case to disinfect them, and we'll do a follow-up to see just how much of a difference there is. And I'll also tell you what kind of numbers you're looking for to have something that's close to clean versus disgusting. Jack's already been running some tests around the studio. So far, it's pretty gross.
My phone's disgusting.
It's like a 200 and... What kind of numbers were you getting off your gadgets?
My phone was 195.
195?
My keyboard was 260.
Yeah, the keyboard's a 260 score. It's disgusting, right? So the higher numbers, not better in this environment here. So tone free, UVnano, very special feature for a set of earbuds. We flip them over to the side. Meridian advanced audio technology, clear voice call quality with dual microphones, wireless charging case, fast charging, 5-minute charge for 1 hour of playtime, IPX4 water and sweat resistant, so you do the fitness, the workout, the rest of it. And the playtime is 6 hours for the buds, 18 hours with the charge case. Inside the package, earbuds, UVnano charge case, USB Type-C charge cable, extra ear gels, and they do come in white and black. Why don't we just unbox both of them so we can do a comparison here. All right, so first thing that strikes you here, the black model is kind of a matte finish, whereas the white one is more similar to what you've seen on something like AirPods. It's got this slick, kind of polished look to it. I mean, whatever. I like having two colors, whatever suits your taste buds. Something tells me this one might be a little more durable. That feels like a tough finish, but either way, I will probably go for black just because that's my preference. You have an LED light on the front of each device. We spin it around. There's a dedicated button, likely for putting the headphones, putting the earbuds into pairing mode. And then we have a Type-C connector on the back for that fast charge. Once again, 5 minutes for 1 hour of listening time. Also inside of the packages, we're gonna find some earbuds. Now, they're kind of like a white, semi-translucent situation on the white buds. And what you'll see here is we have large and small. The medium is likely pre-installed, already on there, and there's a Type-C cable to charge them up. And then if we go to the black buds, you're gonna have the same thing with the ear tips, except they're more grayish black to fit the color of the earbuds. All right, so that's cool. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and just pop these open. That's a nice little fit and finish right there. We see with Meridian identified. Meridian, a famous audio company. These buds just pop out. It's an in-ear style, as you can tell, which is actually more reminiscent of something like the AirPods Pro as opposed to the standard AirPods. Now, the thing is, these don't have that Pro price tag that the AirPods Pro do. These are $149 USD, so they're actually more in the regular AirPods category for comparison. And you can see that something kind of surprising here. We have two different finishes. So the stem portion has this matte finish, and then the rest of the bud has a sort of piano black going on. There's your contact points over here for the recharge, and this thing just kind of slaps in there, just like that. Very straightforward. Look at that wonderful pink charge light there, Kirk. You're used to seeing orange. You're not used to that color for a charge. It's a little fancy. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pop both of these out because I want to do a comparison against the white ones. Now, because this one has a glossier finish, it's a little bit more slippery, but the earbuds, oh wow, those blue lights in there stand out quite a bit more. That's interesting. Do they, or did I just miss it on this? Anyway, yeah, so glossy plus matte finish. Yeah, you can take your pick, whichever one you prefer. For the purpose of this video, I'll use the black ones. I'm gonna put the white ones away and keep those charged up. Now, I think before we even listen to these things, we should test out the UV characteristics of the charge case. Now, I'm looking inside here and I'm recognizing that beside the contact point over there, where the tip of the earbud would live, the part that enters into your ear canal, you have those interesting looking little lights. Those are the UV lights that are gonna fill the chamber and surround the earbud to cleanse it, to sterilize it. So first things first, I guess I will pop these in my ear, and I guess I can do just one. I'll do them both. Okay, so I'm gonna pop these in my ears, take them out. They're gonna be disgusting, and then I'm gonna swab them. We'll see what the baseline number is prior to going into the UV case, and then we'll see what happens after we've run the UV charge. So let's go ahead and pop these in. All right. It says ready to pair. I might as well pair it right now as well. I mean, I'm here. They want to pair so badly. I might as well just go ahead and pair it right now. So there is an application, by the way, and the application is going to scan for Bluetooth devices in the region. And I see them there, LG HBS FN6. Let's go ahead and pair. Connected, 40% battery. Do I update? All right, fine. Okay, good news. We are charged. I just updated them. We have the app opened up here, and I think we should just take a quick look through here prior to running our testing, our cleanliness, our bacteria test. So you can see both of the earbuds represented here. You can see the touch controls. Touch once to answer a call. This is pretty typical stuff. Twice to end the call or volume control. So that brings into play the matte portion of the earbud so that you can distinguish the actual touch sensitive part of it. You also have equalizer settings. You can select from immersive, bass boost, natural, treble, or you can set your own customs. You can listen to ambient sound. I didn't expect to see that feature here. So you can actually adjust and listen. Why don't I just put these in right now? So I'm gonna go ahead and get bacteria all over these things. Why don't I? And Jack was also mentioning that the blue light that I saw on the inside of the case earlier is not the actual UV light that's doing the work. That's just sort of an ambient light, just so you can see the inside, maybe in a dark environment where to place your buds. But that's because the UV light could be dangerous to you if you look at it, if a human being with eyeballs looks at it. So you're gonna want the lid closed before the UV light is activated. Also, it's about 10 minutes of charge time to have the bacterial sanitization effect. Oh yes, that's the other key. In order to do the full cleanse, this cable here is necessary. So because the power consumption associated with that is gonna be a little higher than just charging the buds, the charge case on its own without the wire is not gonna run the UV portion. It's when you get back to your place or you plug into the wire, then it's gonna run that UV sterilization. All right, so I'm hearing my own voice right now because I have the pass-through volume and I absolutely love this feature. Check, 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 check. Yeah, I'm just a big fan of this ambient sound feature. Since I saw it pop up on earbuds, this is very useful for environments where you need to hear your surroundings. Maybe you go for a jog, a run. Kirk was doing the trail running. You want to be on the bike, you need to hear your surroundings every so often. But even when you're at home, you have a listening session going and someone might disrupt you, interrupt you, you need to hear the surroundings, you could just turn that on within the app. You can also lock the touchpad when not in use. You can set your notification settings, and then there's a Find My Earbuds portion as well if you happen to misplace them. Now, you might be wondering, why earbuds? Why do I need to clean my earbuds? Well, first off, part of it is just the convenience, the fact that earbuds, wireless ones, live inside of a case anyways. So why not add that extra functionality since they're already there? But then also, it's not necessarily that your ears are that disgusting from the get-go. It's also your hands, your pocket, anywhere these things might end up. You may take one out of your ear, place it down on the table, and then it's picking up whatever junk and dust and grime. I'm gonna try to get these grimy, you see what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to put bacteria in there. That's the point. And so yeah, and then people, you just go and shove it back in the ear. I don't even want to do it right now because I was touching all the things. So it's often your hands are the worst. If you listen to Jack over there with the keyboard, the disgusting keyboard on the laptop, often the hands are the worst, and the hands bring the germs. It brings the bacteria everywhere. Not necessarily germs because of the virus. Your hands are bringing the bacteria every time, everything you touch. So anyways, I feel like, are these dirty enough for us to do a test right now? What do you guys think?
Yeah, you could grime it up on Kilo's dog bed.
I don't even think we need to. And to be honest, I actually think people would appreciate if it's a relatively subtle, because they're gonna be gross still, right? This is just typical, this is how a person would use it, right? Yeah, so that's ordinary. You just touch them, whatever. All right, so now we're gonna do a bacteria test. I wore them for like, I don't know, 5 minutes, but I touched them and I didn't go out of my way to wash my hands before this, so there should be bacteria on here right now. We're gonna go ahead and get this reading. So this guy right here gets powered on and it has to be left standing upright. These are the actual swabs which are refrigerated. This is very professional stuff, all right? We're not messing around here. We wanna be able to prove this thing. So I'm gonna pop this open and grab one of these. This is that one's booted up. It's looking for a swab. So what I had to do now is pull this like this, and I don't want to touch the swab right now. I just want it to come right off of the surface over here of these guys. So I'm just gonna go on the earbud over here. I'm gonna go on the inside over here. I'm pressing, it's all gross. I'll stick it right in. These are IPX4, so they can get a little sweaty. And so we're gonna go ahead and do that right there. And
What's your guess gonna be?
And let me just grab the other one real quick. I don't know. Jack's keyboard was 250-ish. How could these be that dirty? But then again, his keyboard, he never put it in his ears. His keyboard never made it into his ears. Anything under 30 on the scale is what you're looking for. Something under 10 is amazing. And then on the other end of the spectrum, the higher, this goes back in now?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I bust this one.
Yeah, so just bend it. And squeeze it twice.
Wow. Oh, she's coating all right. 8 seconds. Wow, the suspense is killing me here. The ears and the hands and the buds. Anything could happen here. It's riveting content. It's good. We're gonna chuck it in here. Fits in. Close it up. Ooh. Okay. Oh, can you pick that up, Kirk? You can see the countdown. Oh my God! 718.
Oh.
So they were right. The ears are disgusting. The ears are, there's so much bacteria going on. Do you not believe it?
No, that's
See, now Kirk is sold. Beforehand, he's saying, my ears are fine. I say, your ears are connected to everything. You got the nose involved, right? Ears, nose, and throat. It's all...
Just, like, how many people, like, put soap inside their ears?
I don't think you're supposed to.
Yeah. Are you not supposed to?
I doubt it. Yeah, I wouldn't think so. That might be sensitive.
So then there you go. So they're just cesspools.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I don't know what you're supposed to... Yeah. I mean, the human ear is a crevice. It's just... It's a crevice. I'll tell you what. So anyways, for the record, not all bacteria is bad bacteria as well. I remember hearing about these guys selling the soaps that are aimed to keep some good bacteria and things like this. But there's some nasty, really evil bacteria, and you don't want to mess with that. All right, so we got a 718 on there, which is Major Town. That's actually not, I've never done this before, so I didn't know what to expect. But the key now is, can we get that number down with just a 10-minute recharge session inside of the case? So I'm gonna go ahead and crack this open right now and throw these ones in there. And I suppose it's just gonna jump right into the clean mode. Does it just jump right into the clean mode?
Yes.
I don't have to press anything. Okay, flashing pink. Let me check the manual real quick. Okay, here we go. Hang on, hold up. Here's what the different lights mean. The UVC operates for 10 minutes when the earbuds are plugged in, and it does not operate while the device is wirelessly charging on a pad or third-party wireless charging device. So that's important to note as well, because this has wireless charging on it. So if you have a wireless charge dock, the UV portion will not be operating while this is recharging. And the status indicator light blinks slowly during the UVC LED operation. The light will slowly illuminate on and off until the UVC LED function is complete, which is 10 minutes. After that's complete, the indicator light will switch back to always on. Okay, so the light is now static. It's the same color, but it's no longer flashing. So this will continue to charge until it's full, but the actual cleaning portion is completed at this point. So I'm gonna have to be really careful when I pull these out to not recontaminate them with my hands. So I'm just gonna grab it by the stem. I'll grab one earbud by the stem, and then I will swab that one. So maybe I actually even want to have that ready to go. And the number previously, 718. So we're looking for something better than that. We can dream about some kind of crazy performance below 30 is what Jack says we're looking for, but I'd be amazed if it can clean that much using UV in that amount of time. But anything will be better than what we had. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get this open first, like that. And then I'll open this with this hand, and I'll just take out one earbud and try not to touch the top of it. Okay, cool. And I'm just gonna rub this around the outside and inside, and a little bit on there, which I rubbed in the previous one, and just make sure I get a full kind of coverage. Oh man, the anticipation. It's so much pressure. See what's gonna pop up here. All right, I think that's sufficient. So put that back there, and this goes in to here. I break it once again. 1, 2. Kirk was saying, while that was working down there, he's saying he's never sharing earbuds with anybody ever again. Which I think after watching this, some other people may agree with that. However, if you have this case, you just run a quick 10-minute and you're good to go. Start over, start from scratch. Take that dirty earbud, you throw it in. Okay, so I'm gonna pop this back open. Oh, I didn't take the other one out yet. Get that out. All right. And this guy goes in. Jack has guaranteed to me we're gonna see a huge improvement here. Hit OK. Oh, it's on you, Jack. It's on you. Remember, we just had to beat 718. 168.
Whoa, that's good.
You're happy with that?
I'm very happy with that.
168 on one cleaning session. We killed off almost 600 of those little rascals. We killed off almost 600 of those rascals, and we're down at 168. Now, presumably, you're going to do this every single night because you pop these in the case and you want to recharge the case anyways. You could have potentially better numbers than that as you run it through a couple of times, and maybe you don't get it so nasty each time you use it either. But you can't dispute the numbers and the findings. It's pretty impressive, especially for a little gadget which has, I mean, there's so many places for bacteria to hide in something like this. On the inside, around the edge, anything that fits into your ear. Now, in the absence of this feature, imagine what you're jamming in there with your standard AirPods at the moment. And it's just building up over time. If I get 700, presumably you're doing that for 6 months, Jack. What kind of numbers are you pulling?
Millions.
Yeah, you got millions. So that's pretty nasty. But these are also earbuds, so why don't we give them a listen? Why don't we give them a listen real quick? And I'm gonna play with some of the equalizer features as well. So we are at 99% now. And I'm gonna leave the ambient sound off for the purpose of this next test. Sure, we'll go with the immersive equalizer setting. That is the default setting. And I'll just load up some YouTube music. Which I do, I don't know, a mix. There we go. Mega Drive. So you can trigger the ambient sound just by pressing and holding the earbuds. You can pause the music, and right now I can hear myself perfectly, and then I can press and hold to turn off the ambient sound when I want to go strictly back to the music. Little voice tells you ambient sound off. My favorite EQ setting so far is the immersive one. I like it even better than the bass boost, and this song has quite a bit of bass in it. Yeah, so I put these earbuds sort of on par with some of the other offerings that are out there, some of the competitors, especially around the price point at $150. I feel like the UV thing, it's just a bonus. You're probably dropping $150 on a pair of fully wireless earbuds anyways, and now you get that extra feature built in there. That's something you could brag about. You could be looking at your pals saying, you know how disgusting your earbuds are? Let me take a look at those. Well, you probably don't want to take a look at them. Versus this, where you could say, nah, I saw the numbers. The UV stuff does work, and it works well in confined little setups like this case is able to supply. And I like to see this type of innovation where you don't really even have to change the case that much. It didn't need to get very much bigger. It's still super pocketable, and you already have to put your earbuds here in order to charge them anyways. So anyway, there it is. That's the Tone Free from LG. You can get it in black or white. Wow. We can speak with just making noises. I go, eh. You go, you go, He goes, you go, ah.